Good evening and welcome to Thompson Field here in Blacksburg, Virginia for today's men's soccer matchup between the 21-ranked Virginia Tech Hokies and the reigning ACC fall champions, the number 1 ranked Clemson Tigers. I'm Ishan Lamba from 3304 Sports, joined alongside my broadcast partner Rose Scannell. How are you doing today, Rose?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day. It's about 55 degrees and you can see the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Yeah, you really couldn't have asked for better weather here today. The Hokies are taking on the best team in the country. It's pretty intimidating on its face. How intense do you think this matchup is going to be?
I think it's going to be very intense. I think they definitely have a lot to go off of from last Saturday against Duke with a loss of 4-2. And I think they're just going to have to really push hard this game and stick together and make sure that the team comes through.
Yeah, well, the last game against Duke was tough. The Hokies struggled against the quick strikes Duke had, having 2 pairs of 2 goals, and they just put them away. We're going to take a quick pause here for the national anthem, and we'll join you after the break. All right, well, we're back. We'll take you through some logistics here. Our head referee is Nick Balser. The assistant referees are Tim Eller and Hudson Owen, and the alternate referee is Brad Wilson. The Hokies have a new face in goal, Matt Zambetti, in for Matthias Swanveld, who is out for today's game. Zambetti will be in blue, the Hokies in orange and black stripes. Meanwhile, for Clemson, it's their normal goalkeeper, George Marks, in neon green, and Clemson in white and orange stripes. The Hokies will be moving from left to right, Tigers right to left, and we're just about to kick off here. The Hokies taking the opening kickoff. In the meantime, Rose, how do you think having an alternate goalkeeper in is going to affect the Hokies' chances in this game?
You know, there's definitely a difference in height between Matthias and Matt, but I think he's going to do a great job in goalie, and I think that they're definitely going to start off very intense.
All right, and here we are. We're about to take the opening kickoff here. First, we'll have a moment of unity, and everyone on the field takes a knee. And Ref Balser sounds the opening whistle. Action is underway here at Thompson Field. Immediately the ball is deep in the Clemson zone. Marks picks it up, tosses it to the left side. And Clemson advances the ball into the midfield, into the Hokies' defensive third now. And they're now on the far side, running up next to McComas Jim. There's a cross into the box, and it's deflected and cleared by the Hokie defense. And there's a long pass now to Daniel Starr. He cannot corral it. And the Clemson defense takes over now. And they're up the right wing again, in front of the benches. And some hard pressure from the Hokies defense, the first foul of the game. And Clemson will take a free kick. Again into the Hokies attacking third, into the first 90 seconds of the half. Quick kick, but great pressure here from the Hokies. And it goes out for a throw-in off Chris Little. Tigers maintain possession. Clemson still looking to attack here. A little bit of an opening into the box, and it's again cleared by Chris Little, out for a throw-in. Rose, what are you seeing so far from the Tigers?
I think that they're definitely applying a lot of pressure right now. As you can see, the Hokies defense is feeling a little bit restless, kind of scattered, but I think they're definitely getting all the balls out very quickly.
And there's a deflection off a Clemson player in the box. It'll go out for a goal kick. Zambetti to take the goal kick. Zambetti has had game action this season. He started the game versus Pitt and UVA to start the season, and he allowed 5 goals. Clears to midfield, and Clemson regains possession. Little intercepts, but it goes out for another throw-in. The Tigers being relentless here so far. And they reverse field. And they're moving along the near side into the box. And deflected, and it's taken by Durst, Nathan Durst. And it's cleared all the way back where goalie George Marks is going to take it. Clemson now with the ball. In the midfield, deflected by the Hokies, and they regain possession. Nick Blacklock up the sideline. And it goes off of Clemson for a Hokie throw-in, their first of the game. And now they look to apply some pressure here. Jacob Bloomberg takes the throw. Daniel Starr has the ball now. A cross is deflected, and it goes out of play. It'll be a goal kick. Clemson takes. Goes to the right back. He moves into the midfield. And Clemson now with a chance. He's looking to cross into the box, and it's blocked by Sievert Haugli, defensive captain. Clemson maintains possession. Quick throw into the middle of the field, right on the edge of the box. And there's a cross on goal, and it hits the post. Great chance there for the Clemson Tigers, and it's cleared away by the Hokie defense. Clemson maintains possession. They're going for a throw-in now. Unbelievable chance there. And it remains Clemson ball. The Tigers still being relentless with this pressure so far. And mismanagement by the Hokie defense. It'll go for a corner kick, the first of the game.
Yeah, I think the Hokies defense is definitely going to have to step up here and apply a lot of pressure against this offense right now.
And corner taken quickly. Passed into the box, and defense makes quick work of it. Blacklock clears, and it goes out of play for a Clemson throw-in right in front of the Virginia Tech bench. And the ball bouncing around now. Hokies regain possession. Blacklock with the ball. Passes it up to Daniel Starr. Cannot get it. He's hounded by the Clemson defense. And they're going up the near side here, right in front of the press box. Clemson advances into the middle of the field. Difficult pass there. It's Clemson could not keep it down. Ball goes back to the Hokies. And the ball is again passed for Daniel Starr, who cannot get it. Clemson defense maintains possession. And now switching sides of the field, going along the far side now in front of the benches.
Clemson's definitely doing a great job of keeping up that space in their shape right now. I think the Hokies are having a little bit of trouble applying that pressure, but I think they should be good in the next couple of minutes.
And Clemson advancing. Tiger players calling foul. The ref doesn't see it. And big pressure there from the Hokies midfield forces the ball back into Clemson's half.
Hokies trying to move up the field and allow Clemson to be offsides. Clemson's defense is running up the line.
And now a pass here to the near side of the field. Clemson still maintaining possession. And they're threading some nice passes together, but it's intercepted there by Da Silva Jr. He made his first career start against Coastal Carolina just 2 weeks ago. And the ball bouncing around in the midfield. The Hokies come up with possession here. And it's kicked out by Clemson for a Virginia Tech throw-in. And taking a long time to throw. Eventually getting it to Daniel Starr, who passes it along the near side for Bloomler. It's too strong, and he gets it out of play. Clemson possession now. And the Hokies now with a chance into the Clemson attacking third. And the first foul by Clemson. This one against Nick Blacklock, who was trying to advance on the edge of the box. It would be a free kick just outside of the 18-yard box. This is a great chance for the Hokies to try and take an early lead.
I think this is definitely an opportunity. This free kick right now, right in front of the goal. I think as long as the midfielders and the defense step up, I think that they definitely have a great chance.
And it looks like Blacklock will take the free kick himself. Crosses it into the box, and Clemson defense makes quick work of it. Eitherson, the Icelandic native, goes back to retrieve it. Long pass, but it goes out for a goal kick. Eitherson has also made his first appearances this spring. He has not started yet. This is his first game as a starter, but he has had some appearances against Coastal Carolina and Duke in the last 2 weeks. And turnover from the Clemson defense. Daniel Starr recovers. The Hokies looking for a foul. They're not going to get it. Meanwhile, Clemson on the counterattack goes on the right wing, passes it back on the edge of the box, now into the box, across, on goal, and it's saved by Matt Zambetti. Punches it over the crossbar. It'll be a corner kick for Clemson. Again, a great opportunity for the Tigers there.
Yeah, I mean, that was really on box. I think the Hokies goalie did a great job of punching that right outside of the top of the bar there. I think this is going to be a new opportunity for the Tigers.
The sophomore goalkeeper hoping to make the Hokies not wonder about if they had Swanveld in instead. And it looks like Jacob Leibowitz in the box defends the corner kick, and it'll go out again for another corner. Coming up on 12 minutes completed in the half. It looks like Clemson has had the majority of chances here, spending most of their time in the Hokies half of the field. And here it comes the corner, and it's punched away by Zambetti. And another shot on goal, and it's safely caught by Zambetti. And they'll clear it out. Boots it into the midfield on the foot of Little. He tries to play it through for Starr, but Starr cannot get there in time.
Yeah, I think the Hokies definitely need to be applying more pressure right now. A lot of balls going to Clemson goalie.
And big crossfield pass there for Clemson defense. And into the box now, and they'll call a foul on Clemson. This one is going the other way. It'll be a free kick from the edge of the box. As Rose mentioned, not a lot of pressure from the Hokies. That free kick is arguably the best chance that they've had on goal so far. And even then, it wasn't much of a chance. And booted hard for Jacob Leibowitz. But there's a foul there as he tries to contest for the ball. Goes back to Clemson.
Clemson doing a great job, like I said earlier, still keeping that shape, still keeping that nice spread out layout of their positions right now.
And we have a Virginia Tech throw in. Blumler on the near side, right in front of the press box, throws it in, and it's recovered after it bounces around by Daniel Starr. And now Mayola Kinua recovers in the midfield, and he's pushed off the ball. It's a foul, and it goes the Hokies' way.
Yeah, a lot of fouls right now. Clemson against the Hokies. Definitely coming out strong. Definitely need to step up a little bit from the Hokies and feel some pressure applied.
And the Hokies now in the Clemson attacking third. There's a ball into the box, and it's saved by Marks. Nick Blacklock with the shot. Again, that was about the best chance that we've seen from the Hokies so far. And now Clemson plays it through, but it's too strong, and it's recovered by Zambetti in the box, who will have control now, picks it up. 15 minutes in, the score remains 0-0. Clemson with 2 shots on goal, the Hokies just the 1. And Blacklock controls. Shot on goal, and it sails just over the top. Was not touched by Marks. It'll stay a goal kick. The goalie so far not being tested much. Defenses for both teams have held strong despite Clemson pressing a lot. And Clemson now in midfield.
Clemson definitely taking their time, bringing the ball back to their defenders as they start feeling a little bit of pressure from the Hokies, pushing up the sidelines here.
And a foul there by Eitherson. Clemson, quick kick.
Definitely keeping the ball moving. Clemson has a really, really good job at
And a big foul there from the Hokies. And it looks like Charlie Asenio for Clemson is going to take the free kick. And there are 3 men around the ball now.
Might be doing a 2v1 here.
Fernandez Salvador, the other man around the ball. And he takes the kick, plays it through, it bounces off the wall. Clemson maintains possession, and they're in the corner, and it's going to be a Clemson throw-in. Great job from Leibowitz to make sure that was not a corner kick. And claims of handball there from Kinua, and they're going to get it. Hokies keep possession now. The Clemson Tigers have two freshman Senegalese transfers, Hamadi Diop and Usman Silla, who came for the spring season, and they made their debuts last week against Syracuse. This week they're both starting, and they seem to have already made an immediate impact on the Clemson back line. And ball played through the Clemson forwards and recovered by the Hokie defense. Chris Little now with the ball. Works it away, goes out of play for Clemson throw-in right over the Clemson bench.
Clemson keeping the ball inside possession. About midfield line now. Center mid for Clemson's doing a really, really good job at keeping the ball away from the Hokies and applying that pressure. Keeping the forwards definitely on their toes.
And Fernandez Salvador for Clemson crosses a ball into the box. It goes over everyone's head, and it'll go out for a goal kick. Clemson could not save that one. The ball was too strong. It looked good. He had men in the box, but just overshot them. Zambetti now will take the goal kick. The Hokies have not yet had a corner thus far this game. And Zambetti boots it away. Leibowitz gets ahead to it. Kinua also. And it's controlled by Clemson. Takes a deflection off a Hokie midfielder. And Clemson maintains possession. Throwing right in front of the scorer's table. And
Clemson doing a really, really great job here, right in the box.
And Clemson, yeah, Clemson had a great chance there, but unfortunately it was offside. Looked like a great through ball, but unfortunately was just a tad early on that run. The Hokies
Clemson having lots of opportunities right now, definitely applying that pressure, definitely stepping up to the game and really making sure that the defenders of the Hokies have a really hard time.
Yeah, the Hokies are sweating hard right now. And Leibowitz now with the ball deep along the far side. It's kicked out of play by Clemson. Oh, excuse me, it'll actually be Clemson ball. No, beg your pardon, it's still a Virginia Tech ball. Went off a Clemson defender. And Leibowitz will take the throw. He'll look to throw directly into the box. He's got men in the box. And it's caught by George Marks, and he will boot it away. Clemson looking to counterattack, but it's recovered by Eitherson, and he was fouled. And it will be a Virginia Tech free kick.
Ref telling Clemson to back off that ball as they get that free kick. Ball going to the Hokies.
Kinua fires deep in for Leibowitz, who crosses into the box.
And nobody over on that right side of the field.
Goes over the head, and looks like it'll be a goal kick.
Ball moving pretty slow right now as the Clemson Tigers don't have a lot of pressure.
And
Hokies definitely need to step up and make the Tigers work for it a little bit.
Fernandez Salvador working on the near side. Eventually possession is lost, and the Hokies will have a throw in here. Bloomler to Eitherson. And Durst passes it up to Leibowitz.
Hokies doing a really, really good job right now of keeping that shape and passing to each other.
Bloomler
nice
with
2v1 going on.
Bloomler with a great move up the right side, and they're trying to work it in deep. And he'll work it to Eitherson, who goes toward the box, trying to look for a pass in, but it was deflected and cleared by the Clemson defense.
Hokies offsides.
Yeah, it looks like Daniel Starr was a little too eager there, and I thought he had a chance, but was unfortunately offside. And now the Hokies with possession on defense, working it into the midfield. Clemson takes over, but Leibowitz wins it right back.
Leibowitz doing a really, really good job right now as a midfielder of making sure that his fellow players have a really good chance of getting that ball out.
Clemson breaking away now. Shot on goal, and it goes well wide for a goal kick now. And there'll be a substitution here for the Hokies. And Khalil Dover is coming into the game. He's had quite a bit of game action here so far this season. His first career goal was in the fall versus UVA, but he's definitely increased his appearances this season. Hopefully the speedy forward gives the Hokies the burst of energy they need to try and get back into this game. And the ball is
on top of Macoma's gym right now.
Yeah. Took a big deflection, and Clemson with the throw-in now. And Dover now with it, passes to Leibowitz.
Keeps possession.
And
that right midfielder.
Bloomler up the right side, passes it back to Nathan Durst. And they'll stay around the midfield circle. And Leibowitz now has the ball in the box, and it's stolen away from by the Clemson defense. And they're going to clear it away. But it's a Hokie throw-in.
Hokies have a good opportunity here. They're finally on that Clemson side. Definitely a good opportunity.
And Clemson steals it right back, hoping to counterattack now. Speeding through the midfield. Clemson claiming foul. There was none. Kinyua now with the ball. And Clemson wins it right back.
Hokies definitely pushing back right now after a couple of those fouls in the beginning of the first 20 minutes of the game.
We also have a second substitution here. Andrew Weber in for Nick Blacklock. Weber recorded his first career goal last week versus Duke, and the Hokies are advancing towards the goal. Khalil Dover into the box, and unfortunately he could not find his friend Leibowitz, and it's safely taken away by George Marks.
Definitely good pressure there from the Hokies.
The Hokies are getting some chances now. And now
nobody stepping up against Clemson right now. Nobody applying that pressure like they need to.
And the Hokies steal the ball away, working it into the midfield now.
Doing a great job of Hokies, spreading out that field, making sure that they're keeping their shape.
Bloomler now up the right wing, right in front of the bleachers. And Clemson defense steals it back. And now Clemson working it in across midfield. And Clemson upset with that call. It took a deflection off of them. And now for a Hokie throw-in. 18 minutes remaining in the first half. Ball comes to the near side for Blumler. Trying to find Leibowitz. It's too hard. And it'll go for a Clemson throw-in now.
Leibowitz was getting a little bit tired there. Definitely getting a run for his money, running back and forth because of the Hokies midfield definitely pressing up very quickly.
And there looks to be a substitution here for Clemson. Brandon Harris is coming in for the Clemson Tigers.
Number 29.
Oh, sorry, Brandon Parrish, excuse me. And it's stolen by Khalil Dover. Leibowitz.
Again.
Dover into the box now, and it's cleared away by the defense. But he chases it down. No, he'll let it go out for a throw-in.
Khalil had some great pressure there against Clemson, definitely taking possession and really showing them his quick toes.
Usman Silla is the Tiger that was substituted out. Applied great pressure in the midfield in this game so far. And big throw into the box for the Hokies. And
Ball
chance
above the
here.
head.
Ball is bouncing around above everyone's head in the box. Controlled here by Eitherson. Trying to work it towards the box. Kinua now. Weber back to Kinua. He crosses it into the box, but the Clemson defense clears it out safely into the midfield. And now Clemson trying to counterattack. Hokies defense scrambling to get back.
Clemson doing a great job right now applying that pressure as they noticed that Hokies defense was up a little bit too high on the field.
And now it goes out for a Hokies throw-in. And booted in deep for Dover. Leibowitz now, he has Dover. Khalil Dover trying to make sure he remains offside. Leibowitz takes it back. And it takes a deflection. Clemson is going to control it into the box now. Mismanaged there. And it'll go out for a corner.
Player down, Clemson in the box.
And he seems to be all right now. Clemson now for their fourth corner kick of the game. And Hokies have everyone back in the box. And Leibowitz clears. Clemson regains possession. Looking for a second chance here.
Leibowitz doing a really, really good job of getting back on defense and on offense.
Parrish trying to have a cross into the box. Took a deflection right into the hands of Matt Zambetti. And he will look to boot it away. Hokies looking to sustain the pressure they've built over the last 5-10 minutes. Kinua now wins it back in the midfield.
Leibowitz has a shot right there.
He was looking for somebody in the box. Leibowitz was there, but it sailed over his head.
Clemson defenders definitely looking very vibrant right now out on the field.
And miscommunication there from the Clemson forwards. Trying to play a through ball there, but unfortunately no one went for a run, and it'll go out for a goal kick. And two substitutions here for the Hokies. Burker Eitherson is going out. Kyle Stencil comes in. And we'll get word on the other substitution really quick. We have Cameron Lennon here in for Mayola Kinua. Cameron Lennon with very little game action. He hasn't played since November against UVA. And fans getting into it now as Clemson takes it into the midfield. Looking to advance it, going along the McComas side of the field. It's one back by the Hokie defense. And it's going to be cleared out to Leibowitz. Dover is open. He's looking for a run.
Clemson regaining possession. Definitely applying pressure right now as Leibowitz went down, leaving that midfield quite open.
And Clemson with a great ball. Now going into the box. Across. Oh, just behind. Another chance here. It's bouncing around in the box. And Virginia Tech clears it. It'll go out for a Clemson throw-in. The Tigers players were furious. They wanted a call for a handball in the box, but the ref wouldn't budge. Reed bombs it deep across the field, and it'll be a goal kick. Mismanaged there by Clemson forward. James Brighton, that one. And we're coming up on the final 10 minutes of the half. The score remains knotted at 0, but both teams have had their fair bit of pressure.
Hokie's applying pressure right now, almost inside the box of the Clemson Tigers.
And the Clemson defense wins it away. Now, just at the midfield line, one back by the Hokie defense.
Hokie's doing a great job spreading out that ball across the field.
Andrew Weber now passes it to Khalil Dover in the box, trying to cross it for Leibowitz. He has it, and there's a call for a foul in the box, but they're not going to get it.
No PK for that one.
The fans restless about that one. It looked a little shaky now. Clemson across the midfield line. And Hokie's defense doing well again. This one cleared away. One right back by the Tigers, though.
Definitely a slower pace right now. You can see some of the players getting a little bit tired. Clemson still applying that pressure along the left side of the field.
And
Leibowitz taking over.
ooh, Leibowitz body checks Charlie Asensio, and now he is making a run.
About to, almost scored there. One-on-one with the goalie.
He had a chance there, but unfortunately George Marks gets to the ball first. And now Clemson looking to counterattack. Hokies have bodies back. It'll go out for a Clemson throw-in. The breeze starting to pick up just a little bit here in Blacksburg.
Hokies keeping possession.
And there's chances here. Clemson goes into the box, but it's quickly cleared away.
Clemson doing a great job of keeping that midfield nice and spread out. Opportunities for the forwards.
And cross into the box, goes over the head. And an offensive foul on Clemson. Hokies will have a free kick. Isaiah Reed with a shot there. And now Zambetti will take a goal kick. Hokies looking to make a substitute very soon. And it'll go out for a Virginia Tech throw-in. And Landon Amaris comes in for Jacob Leibowitz. Amaris has appeared in 7 games this season. He had an assist in his first career game earlier in the season. The freshman midfielder hoping to add a little bit more pressure here for the Hokies as they maybe try and take a lead here before the half. That would be huge.
Definitely good that they have some fresh new feet. Leibowitz was looking a little bit tired there.
And ball bounce.
Clemson remaining in control.
Ball bouncing around in the midfield. It's won away by Sievert Haugley for the Hokie defense, but he clears it right onto the foot of a Clemson midfielder. And the short passes aren't going to work. Takes a deflection off a Tiger, and it goes out for a Hokie throw-in. And throw into the midfield over the head of Landon Amaris. And Diop controls it, passes it into the midfield. Clemson looking to advance. And back to the defense here. Oscar Ogren. And he mismanages it. It goes off of one of his own men and will go out for a Hokie throw-in. Clemson looking to make a substitution when it's first available to them.
Hokies rumbling their feet, trying to get them excited.
It's rumbling here at Thompson Field. Great to hear. As we approach the final 5 minutes, the crowd looking to get their team, give them some energy. Clemson, meanwhile, controls it, running up the near side here in front of the PA box.
Clemson keeping possession. Amaris almost taking over the ball there.
And a couple of Clemson players tried to make a run, did not work. Was pushed back by the Hokie defense, but Clemson still looking dangerous. This one is blocked and eventually cleared. De Silva with the block. And Amaris, now has the ball, working through midfield, trying to find Dover, who was making a run, but unfortunately was behind him.
Clemson taking their time. Oh!
Dover with a chance, but unfortunately he could not control it. And the Clemson defense wins it back.
Amaris doing a great job at applying that pressure.
Hard pressure here in the Hokies. He has Dover in the corner. Dover working to the far corner. The Hokies with a chance now. The fans rumbling their feet again, and unfortunately it is lost. And Clemson looking to counterattack now. Working through the midfield. One back there by Bloomler. And cleared in deep where Matt Zambetti will control it. In the waning minutes of the first half, Clemson has definitely had the better chances. 5 shots compared to the Hokies 2, with 2 of them on goal. They've also had 4 corner kicks compared to Virginia Tech having absolutely none. Bloomler trying to kick it deep, unfortunately goes off the side of his foot, and Clemson will come in and they will make a substitution as well. Josh Hallenberger comes in for the Tigers. He debuted for Clemson, the freshman forward. He debuted for Clemson as a sub versus UNC earlier in the fall, and he's had 7 appearances so far.
Amaris with the ball, charging down the field.
Amaris working down the side, and the Hokies are crying foul, and it looks like, nope, the ref is not going to call it. The players looking for a foul there, they're not going to get it. Isaiah Reed was the Tiger that was substituted out there. The Tigers now working through the midfield into the Hokies' defensive
third.
third.
Ball right now. No Hokies pressing up to the ball.
And De Silva will clear it out for a throw-in. The ball was worked in very deep, almost to the goal line. And the Tigers, rather, trying to convert on a chance here and go up 1-0 before the half. Just 2.5 minutes left. Another throw in here for the Tigers. This time he finds somebody on the edge of the box. And he'll try and work, but there's a foul by the Hokies. And is there a possibility that he might get carded here? Don't know at this moment, but what we do know is that it's going to be a Clemson free kick on the far side, on the edge of the box.
This could be a great opportunity for the Clemson Tigers inside where they need to be right now. Every opponent from the Hokies, one-on-one, looking very, very close.
And the Hokies form a wall there.
Amaris standing outside of the box, looking for maybe a slight chance the ball could go outward.
And here comes the free kick.
Could be doing a 2v1.
And which way will it be? Off the right foot. And it's cleared up by Amaris very quickly, but it'll still be a Clemson corner kick. And indeed,
Sixth corner kick.
Chris Little got booked for that last foul. First yellow of the game.
1 minute remaining in the half.
And we have the final minute of the first half. Here
Another great opportunity for the Clemson Tigers this last 50 seconds of the game, right on box.
And there's a pass into the box, and Virginia Tech heads it out. Controlled again by Clemson, but they cannot get solid possession, and they work it back out to midfield. Final 30 seconds now here at Thompson Field between the Hokies and the Tigers. Still scoreless, and Clemson trying to change that at the very end. Could there be a chance? It'll be a Hokie throw-in, and I think they'll be more than content to just run out the clock and take it into half.
Hokies definitely taking their time in these last 10 seconds of the game.
10, 9, 8, 7.
And it looks like there'll just be a little boot away.
3, 2,
And time expires on the first half. Referee Balser blows the halftime whistle. And the Hokies and Tigers remain tied at 0 at halftime. The Tigers with the bulk of the chances. Rose, what do you make of that first half?
You know, I think the Hokies definitely need to do a better job at keeping their shape. Clemson Tigers have a really, really good job and good opportunities when they spread out the ball and make sure that all the passes are going to people that don't have a ball on them, don't have an opponent on them. But the Hokies definitely need to keep applying pressure. You know, it makes sense that the Clemson Tigers have had 6 corner kicks now, and it just shows that they're definitely applying that pressure, and they're giving the Hokies a run for their money.
Yeah, the Hokies didn't have many chances in that half. The very few that they did have were almost non-threatening to Clemson goalkeeper George Marks. Clemson absolutely dominant in that half. We'll see you in a little over 10 minutes for the start of the second half.
About 1 minute till we start. Hokies definitely getting a rumble in from the fans. What do you think the Clemson Tigers, ranked number 1 right now, need to do to step up their game?
Well, for me, I think they just need to keep applying the pressure. They had great pressure in the first half. They had a lot of chances, the better ones, in fact. And sooner or later, it's possible that they break through with a goal.
Yeah, I think the Hokies are definitely going to have a little bit of a harder time right now. Definitely feeling that pressure from the first half. 6 corner kicks is a lot of opportunities for the Clemson Tigers. And, they spent the majority of the time in the Hokies box.
For the Hokies, honestly, I just think that they need to. I think they've been playing great defense. They've remained solid so far. Matt Zambetti has been looking very solid in goal, replacing the absent Matthias Swanveld. So if they can continue to maintain that strong defense, maybe they can look to counterattack and catch the Tigers napping.
I like that. About 45 seconds. Both teams getting ready right now in a huddle. Ready to start this game. Fresh feet, fresh minds. I'm very excited to see how this game's gonna go. I think so far it's been a very intense game. Definitely a lot more intense than I was going to think it was going to be. We didn't really know what to think coming into this game with number 21 Hokies and number 1 Clemson Tigers. But I think both teams are doing great so far.
Agreed, especially after their last outing against Duke. The Hokies are starting strong here in the first half.
Ball gets kicked to center mid-back. And that'll be a call against the Hokies. Clemson going to take the kick at midfield. Hokies pushing back their defense. Ball gets kicked to the right side. Right midfield. And the ball gets kicked out. Clemson will take over the ball for a throw-in. Ball gets booted into the box by Clemson Tigers and Hokies. Nice block by the Hokies. Hokies have an opportunity to score here, one-on-one, but Matt gets the ball back. Ooh, could have been a foul there. Hokie is down in the box. Fans very, very mad about that. Not a call. Clemson regaining possession.
Yeah, the Hokies have already come out swinging at the start of the second half. They're hoping to catch the Tigers off guard here.
Clemson midfield still keeping the ball in possession. And it gets booted out. Hokies have the ball. Clemson keeping possession in the midfield right now, but applying pressure up to the forward, heading into the box. And Bloomler kicks it out.
Great pressure from both sides actually so far in this start of the second half now.
Hokies asking for a foul, but there is none. Don't know whose ball it is yet. And it's the Hokies. Hokies stepping up, trying to keep that defense nice and spread out. Nice move by number 2. Silver Jack Deary, pardon. Kyle Stenzel passing up the ball to Mayola Kenyui. And the Hokies have possession, applying pressure to the forward line. A little bit outside of the box right now and gets a kick in. Not strong enough though. Clemson goalie kicks it out to left defender, keeping the ball nice and spread out. Leibowitz applying pressure there. Clemson looking for an opportunity but not getting one. Hokies defense definitely keeping the ball in possession and applying really good pressure right now.
Yeah, unfortunately on the last chance for the Hokies, they had a chance there. The crowd was hoping that Leibowitz might have a run into the box, but unfortunately he did not see it. It was behind him, and score remains 0-0.
Hokies having a throw-in right now, midfield. Hokies fans definitely rumbling, getting excited right now. Stadium getting very, very loud, trying to give the Hokies some excitement to get this ball in, make it a 1-0 lead. Leibowitz with the ball, trying to get an opportunity. Clemson has possession. Clemson taking the ball up the line, opportunity right in the middle of the field, but Hokies take it back. Nice and easy, keeping that spread out shape like we talked about earlier, Ishan. Really doing a great job at giving Leibowitz an opportunity right here. Could be great for the Hokies, but it gets deflected off Clemson Tigers and goes out of bounds.
The fans are getting loud here. The Hokies having some great chances. Their first corner of the game compared to Clemson 6, and they're eager to get moving here.
Referee telling Hokies to bring the ball back to center mid for this throw-in. Number 10, Chris Little, taking the throw.
We apologize for the brief interruption in recording earlier.
Number 11, Daniel Starr, taking the ball back to Chris Little, passing back and forth. Hokies applying great pressure, but Clemson has the ball. And the ball gets kicked up the field to the Clemson side from goalkeeper Matt Zambetti. Clemson keeping possession, but Hokies applying pressure, but Clemson gets a free kick. It's not a card, but Clemson's definitely looking for one. Hokie fans getting very, very involved in this game right now. Clemson Tigers applying a lot of pressure, keeping that space like we talked about earlier. Definitely doing a great job at pushing the ball up the field line. Hokies staying nice and spread out. Defensive line trying to get the ball out of the box. And Chris Little kicks the ball out. Great job there from Chris Little, deflecting the ball off Clemson Tigers.
Great defense there from Little. Looked like there was going to be at least a half-decent cross, but he manages to deflect it off the Clemson attacker, and it goes out for a goal kick. So the Hokies defense remaining strong 10 minutes into the second half.
Waiting for this goal kick right now. Matt kicks it up the middle. Clemson and Hokies trying to fight for the ball. Clemson in possession. Hokies struggling for the ball, but still remaining possession right now, running down the field. Could be a great opportunity right now. Leibowitz is down. Daniel Starr doing a great job at trying to get the ball to number 8. Ball right now in possession, about to cross Leibowitz, and they miss. Nobody was there to get the ball on the left side.
What a sequence there from the Hokies. Kenua steals the ball up the middle, finds an open Leibowitz, and the Hokies fans jumped up out of their seats. They thought there was going to be a great chance on goal there, but he crosses it, unfortunately, to no one.
Yeah, nobody was there for that ball of Leibowitz. Great opportunity for the Hokies. If they keep their shape and they keep their positions where they're supposed to be, that could have been a great shot.
By far the best chance of the game for the Hokies.
Clemson has possession, crossing along midfield right now. No opportunities yet for Clemson. Nobody applying pressure either from the Hokies. And the ball gets kicked out. Hokies possession. Throw in from Chris Little. Trying to find some space, trying to find an opportunity from Moyola. Leibowitz giving the ball right now to forward Daniel Starr. And Clemson remaining possession. Kicking the ball up along the right side of the field. Opportunity for Clemson, and they miss. Really, really close ball there. What do you think, Ishan?
Oh, man, they had a chance, pushed it just wide of the net. I thought he was going to get a better shot off than that. It looked like it was going to be Zambetti's first real test of the match, but yeah, he completely missed the net on that one.
Definitely had the right idea, definitely going for the corner, far side of where the goalie was, but missed it. Goal kick right now from Matt. Kick right now to Clemson possession, trying to get the ball back. Hokies doing a great job at keeping the ball outside of the box, but Clemson, still applying that pressure that they need to try to get a goal. Clemson number 1 right now, fighting for that opportunity to show the Hokies why they are in that position. And the ball gets kicked out. Hokies have the possession. Chris Little with the throw-in. Ball gets passed to Leibowitz, trying to give an opportunity for Daniel Starr. Daniel Starr has the ball, making a crossover to Maluya. Fans telling people, Hokies cross the ball. Missed opportunity right now, but Hokies still remaining in possession. Ball going to Clemson defense. Clemson defense kicking it up along the right side of the field for the Hokies, right inside the box. A little bit too far, right over the forwards' heads, but Clemson still keeping possession. Hokies defense getting the ball now, kicking it up along the right side of the field. Clemson Tigers and Hokies trying to find some space right now. Trying to keep the ball moving. And there's a substitution for the Clemson Tigers. Number 22, Josh Hallenberger.
Usman Silla has also been substituted into the game for Brandon Parrish. Him and Hamadi Diop, both of them transferred from Dakar, Senegal, and they debuted in the game last week versus Syracuse. Both of them were starters for this week's matchup.
Clemson doing a great job right now, keeping that ball inside the field. Making some great moves, but the ball gets away. Hokies applying that pressure that the Clemson Tigers did the first half, and now there is going to be a foul. Clemson with a free kick, very, very quick, 2v1 against number 8, Moyola. Clemson with the ball, passes it past midfield, trying to give an opportunity for the forwards right now. But number 20, Landon Amaris, kicks it out.
Mayola Kinua has been a great asset to this Hokies midfield. He's been hounding every single Tiger who has possession of the ball. He was basically a full-time starter during the fall, but he's played less of a role during the spring season. So it's nice to see him not only start this game but continue to succeed.
Definitely playing a great contribution right now to their midfield, really keeping the ball pushing. Clemson has possession, but Hokies goalie Matt gets the ball. A punt. Goal kick from the Hokies goalie. Waiting on that to start. Clemson and Hokies pushing the ball back right now, trying to create that space. Fighting to see who gets the ball. Leibowitz about to kick it into the box. Who's open for him? Not a lot of opportunities. And it gets kicked out of bounds.
Oh man, another great chance for the Hokies. They just keep getting closer and closer with each possession.
Bloomler a little bit too high for the net right there. Great idea, though, to try to get the Hokies that opportunity. Definitely more opportunities from this half from the Hokies applying that pressure. Wouldn't you say, Sean?
Absolutely. Daniel Starr had a great chance there, was trying to feed it back to Eitherson, but unfortunately his cross went over the head of everybody, including Leibowitz, who was on the far post.
Clemson keeping the ball in possession right now, really keeping that shape, and not really getting much pressure from the Hokies. Clemson remaining possession in midfield, keeping the ball moving up along the right side of the field, right outside of the box of the Hokies. Mayola really applying that pressure to try to keep the ball outside of the middle. Never want the ball in the middle. Definitely want the Hokies to push that ball to the right side and get it alongside of the field. And it gets deflected by Bloomer. Could have been a shot right there from Clemson.
Yeah, the Hokies were lucky that ball, that deflection, found the foot of Nathan Durst, the defenseman. Otherwise, it looked like Clemson had a real good chance on goal there.
Hokies defense doing a much better job in this half of keeping the pressure and applying it back to the Clemson Tigers. Clemson Tigers in the first half were doing a really good job of bodying up to the ball. And I think the Hokies noticed that and are definitely applying it back. And there's a call. Could be a card.
This could be critical for the Hokies. A foul right on the edge of the 18-yard box, and Clemson has yet another chance. This one isn't on the side. It's actually on the front part of the box. So he'll have a better head-on chance of actually trying to shoot on goal.
Matt's really going to have to fight for this one, really have to protect that goal. Clemson making sure they're not offsides right now. Ball is about to get kicked. And it is deflected off a Hokie. Ball gets taken out, but Clemson remains in possession. A nice move there by Clemson midfielder. And the ball gets called out. Free kick right there.
Clemson had a great chance. There was a nice through ball through two Hokie defenders, and we had a Clemson forward working it in deep, but unfortunately he lost possession of it, and there was a foul on a Hokie defender by Hamadi Diop, actually, and now the Hokies have possession.
Clemson Tigers moving the ball upside past midfield. Hokies taking back possession and trying to find that open midfield space to keep the ball moving up along the left side of the field. Chris Little with the ball, moving it up to Leibowitz. Leibowitz trying to find Mayola. A little bit of pushback there from Clemson, but Hokies standing strong. Clemson taking possession, but Chris Little taking the ball out, and it is Clemson's possession. Quick throw there along the right side of the field, and it is a call.
We might be looking at a yellow here.
Just a free kick. Chris Little gets off with that one.
That would be big for him. He already has a yellow in this game. It's tough enough playing the #1 team in the country, but it's even tougher when you're a man down.
Yeah, Chris Little has definitely been doing the best to his ability right now, applying that pressure and keeping them out of the defensive box. Ball about to be kicked right now. Moyola standing next to Bloomer. Ball gets kicked back to Clemson. Midfield right now. Leibowitz almost getting the ball, but not quite, fighting for that possession. Clemson taking the ball up right side of the field, almost outside of the box. Hokies fighting for the ball right alongside the line. And it gets passed right to a Clemson. Leibowitz taking possession, keeping that ball up to number 14. Khalil tried to hit right on box. A little bit to the left. Khalil had a great idea there.
You could hear the anticipation in the Hokie crowd. They thought that they had a chance there with Khalil Dover streaking up the left side, but unfortunately he just pushes it to the left side of the goal. And
Khalil did a great job there taking that ball away from Leibowitz and making sure he gave him that opportunity for an assist. Clemson not having any pressure right now from the Hokies, keeping their shape in the back of the defense. Leibowitz trying to get that ball, but it's getting kicked up alongside the left side of the field, and it's out. It will be a Clemson throw. Quick throw.
we're in the 70th minute now, and you can feel that both teams are getting a little antsy. Clemson is hoping to get a result out of this and actually claim victory. They're 9-2-1 on the season and the best team in the country for a reason, and they want to show the Hokies who's boss. But the Hokies are trying to maintain.
Hokies are resilient right now.
They're trying to
really
maintain.
trying to show them that this is their home, this is their field, and just because they lost last week to Duke does not mean that they are not gonna, fight for what's theirs.
Absolutely, Rose.
Clemson keeping the ball in possession, crossing it over to right side midfielder. Clemson keeping possession. Not a lot of pressure once again from the Hokies. Noticing around defense and midfield, Hokies don't usually apply a lot of pressure there until it gets inside the box or a little bit outside the box. Hokies number 3 doing a great job getting the ball back to the goalie, Matt Silvert, kicking the ball out of bounds. Clemson with a throw into the box, keeping the ball moving into the midfield. Hokies not applying pressure yet until now, right outside of the box. Hokies trying to get that ball outside and up along the field to Leibowitz. Number 8, Moyola, giving it away to Clemson. Hokies need to do a really good job here at making sure they slow down the pace once they get the ball and keep their shape to give the Hokies a really good fighting chance. And a ball deflected, but right on goal. Matt saved the ball. Clemson had a really good idea there, right on target, right in the middle of the box, and it'll be a goal kick, the 8th from Clemson.
Yeah, that was absolutely huge there from Zambetti. He hasn't had a lot of tests so far in this match. He hasn't played since early in the fall season, and so he's stepping up big here in the absence of Swanveld.
Moyola getting that ball out very, very quickly. Ball deflected off a Hokie. trying to keep the ball outside the box. But Clemson applying that pressure right back inside. Matt doing a great job slowing that ball back down. Ready for a punt. Waiting for the Hokies to clear up and get past that midfield again. Trying to push the Clemson offsides. Nice punt to Leibowitz, but Clemson deflects it out. Hokies ball. Chris Little will be taking the throw, and there will be a substitution.
And I've been mentioning Hamidi Diop a lot during this broadcast. He's had already 3 shots on goal compared to just the 1 last week in his very limited action. He's already having an impact here.
Yeah, Leibowitz getting taken out of the game and replaced by number 20. Hokies keeping possession of the ball right now, trying to get an opportunity on the box, spreading it across the midfield to Moyola, and giving it away. Moyola had a great idea there, but overshot it just a little bit too much, and now it will be a goal kick from Clemson Tigers.
Daniel Starr and for Jacob Leibowitz, he's already had great action so far in this one. This is his first season of action. He has yet to log a goal or an assist on the season, and he's hoping to change that here in the final 15 minutes.
Game's going by super quick, wouldn't you say, Ishan? Lots of motion from both Clemson Tigers and the Hokies, keeping the ball moving non-stop so far.
Absolutely. There's so much back and forth here. It's exhilarating. It's hard to believe that we're in the 75th minute now.
Still 0-0. Clemson having the ball with open box. Gets a shot in. Moyola has the ball now. Fighting for it. Giving it up to number 11, Little. Daniel Starr, correction. Chris Little throwing it into Starr. And another throw from the Hokies. Chris Little with another throw, trying to find an opportunity to get that ball into the box. Khalil taking possession. Oh, overshot a little bit too much for the Hokies, and now getting cleared by Matt. That could have been a great opportunity for the Clemson Tigers. It was overshot a little bit too much from the Hokies, taking the ball back to the defense to try to get an opportunity to spread that ball, but they didn't have a chance. Clemson Tigers have possession now, right outside of the box looking for a corner, and it's crossed into the box and deflected off a Hokie. Clemson Tigers in the middle.
Meanwhile, the sun has set here in Blacksburg, Virginia. The floodlights are on.
Looking beautiful as you can see the Blue Ridge Mountains. Everyone cozied up with blankets. We're getting a little bit chillier here now. Hopefully none of the players get cramps. Hopefully they all keep their legs moving and stay warm.
Yeah, the temperature is definitely dropping here. The breeze also picking up just a little bit, but the action still remains as hot as ever.
Clemson defense with the ball. Moving it up alongside the right, looking for an opportunity, but not really finding one. Hokies not really applying much pressure right now. Kind of standing around in what looks like limbo, maybe looking for some space. Can't seem to find any. Chris Little giving it to Moyola, trying to find an opening to get the ball to the middle to number 3, Silvert. Hokies getting a ball into Khalil. Khalil looking for a crossover. Crossed over and deflected. Clemson Tigers goalie with the ball, throwing it out to the left side, left midfield. Looking for an opportunity to bring the ball up along the right side now. Switching fields. Chris Little looking for an opportunity to deflect that ball out, and it's offside for Clemson Tigers.
That was another great chance there for the Hokies. Khalil Dover deep into the box. He was trying to cross it back to Daniel Starr, who actually looked open, but he was too far deep into the box, and George Marks managed to get in front of that, stop the pass, and corral it safely. So again, big chances here for the Hokies. They're lurking, but they haven't been able to capitalize.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. They're definitely putting in that work, both teams, Clemson Tigers and Hokies, trying their best, but nobody seems to get an opportunity right now. There's a substitution. Leibowitz back in the game. Number 11, Daniel Starr, getting taken out of the game. Leibowitz with some fresh new feet, maybe a new opportunity for the Hokies.
Leibowitz is the leading goal scorer for the Hokies with 5 this season. He had a goal versus Coastal Carolina and Duke.
Hokies getting really, really excited for this free kick right now. Ball going to the Hokies from a push. That ball was right off of number 5. Wellington pushed the defender right off of him, and the ref saw that call very clearly and gave them a free kick. Hokies very, very excited right now. The fans definitely getting into it for the last 10 minutes almost of the game. Can't believe it's the last 10 minutes of the game. Hokies not giving up. Clemson Tigers trying to get that ball, could be right over the goalie's head, but Matt keeps it. Ball gets thrown to Chris Little, trying to find some open shape right now, but Clemson taking the ball back, an opportunity to a crossover, gets crossed over and deflected off Chris Little. Great job of Chris there, deflecting that ball out. And there's a substitution for Clemson. Number 10, Fernandez. Fernandez definitely has some fresh feet right now. Hopefully will give the Clemson Tigers an opportunity in the box. Fernandez taking possession of the ball, looking for an opportunity, about to score, gets kicked out by the Hokies. Leibowitz has possession right now, trying to find number 12, Andrew Weber. Hokies have the ball, looking for a possession, looking for a crossover, and it gets deflected, still inbounds. Clemson looking to bring the ball up outside of the field and get it outside the box. Down to the last 10 seconds. 10 minutes of the game, correction. Ball foul called, could be a card for number 12, card against Andrew Weber.
Andrew Weber, yeah, that was definitely a brutal foul, one of the worst of the game, and
Andrew helping up Clemson player.
Yeah, he's gonna get booked for that one. I don't think you can really refute that one, as many of the Hokie fans are trying to do.
Weber trying to be sportsmanlike and help him up after pushing him off that ball there. Clemson Tigers pushing the ball up past midfield right now, doing a great job at keeping the shape. Still has possession and not a lot of pressure from the Hokies. Getting a cross into the box and deflected off a Hokie. Bloomer kicking it outside, trying to give it to Leibowitz. Khalil looking for the ball right now. Looking for an opportunity to get that ball back into Clemson box. Most of the time in the last 5 minutes has been in Hokies territory.
Yeah, the Hokies have had a lot of their possession thwarted by, here we go.
Leibowitz taking the ball, keeping possession, great crossover, great opportunity for the Hokies to cross this in, looking for a shot, gets crossed over and deflected off a Clemson Tiger.
Yeah, I was saying just before that that great chance there by the Hokies, they've had a lot of their possession thwarted by fouls here in the second half. They had 4 in the first half, but 7 so far in the second half compared to Clemson having 6 in the first, but just 1 in the second half.
Yeah, I definitely agree, Sean. They're definitely doing some great work right now. Both teams seem fired up in the last 8 minutes of the game, trying to find some opportunities here. Very, very close game so far. And the ball gets deflected. Could have been a great opportunities there for the Hokies, but the ball goes outside, gets punched over right outside. Hokies get rumbling up, getting loud. Definitely a great opportunity here for a corner kick from the Hokies.
Yeah, it's incredibly loud right now, Rose. That was almost an own goal if it wasn't for the Superman jump there from George Marks, punching it over the top of the crossbar. We could have been looking for a 1-0 for the Virginia Tech Hokies late in this one.
Looking for this corner kick, 2v1 right now, trying to get a crossover to the Hokies in the middle. Gets deflected off a Clemson Tiger, looking for Leibowitz. Get a cross in, and it hits the ref. Sometimes I think the refs are kind of in the way, don't you think, Ishan?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Sometimes there's nothing you can really do about that, but that is definitely aggravating there for the home side.
Holding a Hokie right now, and there will be a card for Clemson Tiger. Looks like Leibowitz and Moloya taking a free kick. Definitely an opportunity right here for the Hokies. A little bit right outside of the box. If they get this in, it could be a 1-0 lead. Hokies fans getting very loud right now, trying to get the team hyped up. Looking like a lot of pressure right now on the defense. A nice cross in for the Hokies, and a header off of number 12, Andrew Weber.
Oh, looks like it's actually going to be called offside. I think Sievert Hogley was offside on the free kick.
Hokies fans getting very, very involved right now in the game. Let's go Hokies, cheering along the sideline.
Big chances here in the last 3 minutes here for the Hokies. First the almost own goal, and now this free kick.
Substitution right now. Number 16 getting taken out. And looks like number 8, Moyola, will be putting back in the game. Number 12, Weber, getting taken out. Clemson throwing in the ball right now along the right side of the field, a little bit past midfield outside of the box. Moyola looking for an opportunity to get that ball outside of the middle and get it crossed back over to the Hokies forwards. Clemson remaining possession, keeping the ball moving, but not a lot of pressure from the Hokies right now. Number 17, Quinn, looking to try to get that ball out of the box. Ball from Clemson, right on target, looking for a left foot, and Matt saves it. Great shot right there from Clemson Tigers, right on aim. Hokies, Matt got possession of the ball and saved it.
Yeah, big shot there, big save there by Zambetti, trying to get his team, his squad, the fans pumped up in the remaining 5 minutes of this matchup.
Zambetti kicking the ball outside onto the bleachers. Clemson keeping the ball in possession. Lambowitz, Khalil pushing up inside the middle, 2-on-1 right now, him against 2 Clemson defenders, and Clemson has possession.
Callum Johnson was the midfielder with the shot on goal just there. He scored 2 goals last week against Syracuse. The senior transfer from Boston College already having a big impact on this Tigers team.
Ball getting taken up the field by number 21, Cameron. Hokies looking for an opportunity to shoot. Ball getting put into the middle. A little bit outside of the box right now. Looking for an opportunity to get a crossover to Leibowitz. Khalil looking to bring the ball back to Moyola. Back to number 10. And Chris Little looking for an opportunity to Moyola. Should get a cross here from the Hokies if they can get one. Hokies beating defender, and there is a foul. He goes down, and Hokie fans are very mad at that. And there is a card.
The first card there for the Clemson Tigers. They played a relatively clean game thus far, but this foul, just their third of the second half, it could cost them here late. Just 3.5 left to play.
And it is still 0-0. Very close game, but Hokies have done a fantastic job keeping that pressure on the best team right now in the ACC. Hokies fans rambling their feet, trying to get some excitement for this free kick right on box.
That card for Clemson, by the way, going to go to James Brighton.
Hokies looking for an opportunity, about to cross over the ball to hopefully Leibowitz. And it was kicked too soon.
It was a bit of a high kick anyway, so that may be a blessing in disguise for the Hokies there.
I definitely agree. It was definitely a little bit over. They would not have been able to get the ball there. It was going a little bit too far out of bounds. Looking for a second opportunity. Now he can kick. Ball perfect. Opportunity in the box. And Hokies still have possession, looking for a crossover. Moyola looking for the ball. Khalil has possession and it gets taken. Khalil has a yellow card.
Unbelievable. I'm not sure if I agree with that call. That was it was a bit of a push. I definitely agree with calling that a foul, but
you know what, Ishan? They were both going for it and they were both running as fast as they possibly could. It looked a little bit competitive.
Absolutely. I just don't think that you can call a yellow on that.
You know, these are grown adult men playing soccer, and it's going to be a little bit tough. There's going to be some fight back, some body on body, and it's just going to be the way the game's played.
Yeah, Nathan Durst is going to get booked for that one. The Hokies' third yellow of the game. They've had an issue with that this season.
Opportunity right through the legs of number 17, Nick Backlock. Hokies trying to get this ball out of the box so Clemson doesn't have an opportunity to score. Hokies getting a little bit nervous on the sidelines as the box is getting thrown in by Clemson right into the middle, getting a crossover, but gets deflected. This will be a corner for Clemson. This could be another great opportunity for Clemson to get this ball in.
Yeah, late corner here, just 2.5 minutes left to play.
2.5 minutes left in this game of Hokies, Virginia Tech Hokies 21 versus Clemson Tigers 1.
We're so deep.
Ball gets crossed into the box and just a little bit too far shot. But definitely a great opportunity, definitely a great idea for the Clemson Tigers. This will be a goal kick from Matt.
Yeah, it's so late in the game that truly any goal that is scored from this point on is going to be an absolute heartbreaker to whichever team is on the losing side. Both teams have played absolutely phenomenal soccer.
Definitely did a great job keeping the ball moving, staying light on their toes, really fighting for this chance either one of them could get. Ball getting taken up. Hokies, Leibowitz in the middle, looking for this opportunity, trying to keep the ball in. Chris Little giving the ball back to number 21. Both teams looking for an opportunity right now, going a little bit too far over their heads, and ball getting thrown out to Clemson. Clemson running up along the left side of the midfield, looking for an opportunity, but not really seeing one. But Hokie applies pressure. Khalil getting the ball back. And there is definitely a foul there that was missed. And the ball is about to be scored, but deflected off of Clemson Tigers goalie.
Absolutely unbelievable chance there. Nathan Durst was in. He had the ball in front of him. It was just a tad too far. And George Marks, the Clemson goalie, is able to get to it just before him. He's able to kick it out of play, so it will be a Hokie throw-in. But my God, I mean, the Hokies have just been piling on the pressure here. And now just final 30 seconds.
34 seconds in this game, and Hokies have an opportunity right outside of the box to score. That's a nice throw-in for the Hokies. Could be an opportunity, but it is safe. Khalil looking to apply pressure there to the goalie, but now Clemson defenders moving up along the field to push the Clemson,
9, 8, 7, 6.
and they're calling an offsides. And he gets ejected from the game.
Oh, no, that's just a yellow card there for Khalil Dover.
Oh, yes, excuse me. That's a yellow card for Khalil for not moving up along the field when Clemson defense moved up. That would have been an offsides, but he did get a card.
Much to the displeasure of the Hokie fans. Just 5 seconds left.
Looks like this is going to be a 0-0 game. Can't believe this game already done.
3, 2, 1.
And that's game. 0-0. Hokies held their own tonight, I would say, with great opportunities from both Clemson Tigers and Virginia Tech Hokies.
Yeah, absolutely. It was actually a pretty incredible half there. But the action is not done yet, Rose. We're actually going to have an overtime format with a golden goal format. And yeah, this excitement is only going to continue. Absolutely electric second half there from Thompson Field from both the Hokies and the Tigers. The Hokies, on the flip side from the first half, definitely getting more of the pressure. But we're heading now into the first overtime period to see if anybody can break this tie.
Yeah, definitely a lot of respect for these fans still staying out here in the cold. Ruthless. Definitely taking opportunity for the Hokies and Clemson Tigers in these last 5 minutes. Hopefully anyone can get an opportunity.
Yeah, and the Let's Go Hokie chant and the stomping is definitely out here in full form from all the fans. They're eager to get underway.
I think there's definitely going to be a lot of opportunities for both teams right now. You know, they're definitely going to come out hot, both teams. I hope they can keep their shape. I hope they can keep possession, either team, and I hope that someone gets an opportunity here to score.
Absolutely, and one issue that happened that the Hokies were pressed with was the yellow cards. They had 4 compared to Clemson's 1, which is an issue that they've been struggling with all season. So hopefully that doesn't become an issue, because if Durst, Dover, Weber, or Little get booked again, there'll be a man down. And we're about to kick off here. The Hokies going from right to left.
Hokies with a long ball right now, hoping to get an opportunity. Clemson keeping possession.
Clemson right now in the midfield, working up the near side, trying to work it into the middle, and goes over the head. Eitherson clears it out. And on the far side, Clemson regains possession at the midfield line. Trying to work it in again. This time Clemson does have possession, but it's worked away and back to the goalkeeper, Matt Zambetti. Into the midfield now. Hokies trying to retain possession. Daniel Starr plays it back to Nick Blacklock. And Clemson regains possession, passes it back to goalkeeper Marks.
Hokies looking for an opportunity here. Keeping the possession,
and
looking for an opportunity for a crossover.
And the Hokies streaking up the sideline, and it goes over the head of Blevowitz, out for a goal kick. The first chance for the Hokies. Kinua, I believe, with the cross. and it was looking dangerous.
Looking for some applied pressure there, definitely getting the game started, but a little bit too far.
Yeah, just a reminder, this overtime period is a golden goal format, so first goal wins.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to be an anxious 8 minutes left
For both teams. And Clemson now trying to work it in deep. Finds nobody. It finds the foot of actually Burker Eiterson. And
Loyola trying to get the ball, getting deflected off of...
It'll be a Hokie throw-in. Daniel Starr now. Some aggressive defense there from the Tigers.
A lot of pushing going on from both sides, but I think, they're both very anxious right now, trying to get any opportunity to score.
Yeah, Blacklock is trying to keep a Tiger off of his back now. Chris Little over here on the near side, trying to work towards the middle.
Trying to get an opportunity for Leibowitz.
And he's heading towards the box.
Across, a nice fake out.
Blacklock with a fake, goes with his left foot, and it's a shot on goal, but safely caught by George Marks. Great pressure here from the Hokies so far. Oh, there was a run there available there for the Clemson Tigers. Fernandez Salvador.
Leibowitz, an opportunity.
Deep ball for Leibowitz, and it's kicked away by the defense. Charlie Asenio, and it's going to be a corner kick. I mean, this is going to be just Virginia Tech's third of the game. The fans stomping their feet.
Wild right now, Ishan. Fans definitely getting excited, trying to get loud as the screen says 6 minutes and 45 seconds. I can't believe time is going by so fast.
And here comes the corner. And everyone was deep in the box, very far on the far side of the box from the cross. And
a lot of pushing going on right now.
Yeah, it doesn't reach any of them.
Fake out.
And
number 7.
And Kenua with a nice fake out. The ref calls a foul, though, much to the displeasure of the Hokie fans. They thought it was just a nice move, and that we saw some ankles broken there, but unfortunately the refs call a foul, and the ball now just bounces around in the midfield. Clemson now with possession into the Hokie half.
Hokies fans getting violent right now, calling out the refs on some bad plays, but number 11, Daniel Starr, taking possession, trying to give it to Leibowitz. Loyola taking the ball right now, trying to give it to Chris Little.
Yeah, Starr.
Chris Little up the ball to Leibowitz.
Yeah, Starr's looking for his first point of his career under the Hokies. He has yet to score a goal or an assist. And ball bouncing around in the midfield. Leibowitz now controls it back to Kenua.
Both Clemson Tigers and Hokies looking for an opportunity right now to score in these last 5 minutes.
And it's going to be a Clemson throw-in now, halfway through the first overtime.
How do you think this is going to go if nobody scores in this first 5 minutes of this first half?
Honestly, I think this is a very key moment for both teams, because if they can both get some more chances, then it's going to set up a very there's a chance here for the Hokies. Big move there from Nick Blacklock. Fakes out.
Chris Little has possession, trying to give it across to Leibowitz.
Hamadi Diop, he got faked out. The ball's deflected back to Blacklock on the edge of the box, and it's cleared out by the Clemson defense. Very tight chance there. It's going to be a Hokie throw-in, though. They're going to continue to maintain possession here. There's going to be a substitution here for the Hokies.
Number 11 getting taken out, Daniel Starr, and number... Sorry, it's a little hard to see here.
Cameron Lennon, number 21, is coming back into the game.
21 coming back into the game.
He has had an incredible game thus far. 6 shots, 3 on goal. I mean, he has been generating a lot of offense there for the Hokies.
Has possession, trying to give it to Chris Little, but
Chris Little gets it, and there's going to be a foul called. Hokies fans jump up in anger there.
Chris Little with some good moves tonight, but it does look like a little bit of a push there between Clemson Tigers and Hokies as they fight for who has possession.
And
Clemson looking for a crossover right now into the box.
Clemson working it in deep. Sievert Haugley safely defends it and clears it out. And it's going to remain Clemson ball, but steered away from the penalty box. And
Leibowitz trying to give it to Moyola. Moyola falling, and there will be a stop in the game.
Is there going to be a card here? And there's going to be a card shown to Mayola Kanyua. That is the Hokies' 5th card of the game.
Hokies definitely fighting for their spot right now. Definitely trying to prove who is in charge of this field. Hokies fans getting very, very violent right now as refs are making some interesting calls.
3 minutes left in overtime right now. The first overtime period. And deflected there by Cameron Lennon. Remains Clemson ball. They're trying to work it in deep to the Hokie zone. And splits 2 defenders. It's deflected. And
Clemson trying to get a crossover right now, but ball gets out, and there will be a throw for Clemson.
Yeah, Clemson throw in now. This is about as good a chance as they've had all overtime period.
For the Clemson Tigers into the Hokie box, trying to figure out if they can find an opportunity here right now to see will there be a goal to finish off this game.
Tigers have 3 in the box here. The throw in directly into the box is headed away by Eitherson. Oh, and now the Clemson Tigers go into the box. It bounces around and is deflected by the Hokies, and they clear it out. And now they're looking to counterattack here. And it's cleared away by Clemson. It will remain Hokie ball.
A very fast ball right now. There will be a substitution. Khalil will be coming into the game for Leibowitz.
Big substitution there. They're hoping to get some speed in here.
Khalil, very, very fast player. Definitely has some very quick feet on the field.
Dover, as we mentioned, already has a yellow on the day. Needs to be very careful with his challenges. And high throw in.
Khalil coming in hot.
Khalil tried to get it. He could not get it. Eitherson also swings and misses there. Deflected off of De Silva Jr.'s face. And Clemson retains possession now around the midfield circle. And Clemson trying to press forward now into the Hokies attacking third. Will go out to the right wing.
Crossover.
Cross into the box. And it's over the head of everyone. And we're into the final minute of this first overtime.
Trying to get the ball out for an opportunity to get it back into the Clemson Tigers territory. Ball gets to Khalil. Khalil trying to run fast. Not getting it there.
Khalil Dover had a great chance there, but could not manage it well enough. And the Let's Go Hokies, Let's Go chant is going here in the final 30 seconds of this first overtime period.
Loyola taking possession, trying to get the ball across to Chris Little. Chris Little now has the ball.
And Chris Little is heading towards the box. Miscommunication with Khalil. He's going to go and get it. And he's in the near corner here. Going back to Chris Little. Just 18 seconds left. And I'll go across.
Crossover, but it's in the hands of Clemson goalie Marks.
Great chance there for the Hokies again. But it looks like this first overtime period is going to remain scoreless.
First overtime done, Ishan. How do you think this is going to go for the second half?
Honestly, that was continued momentum there for the Virginia Tech Hokies. I think that was basically just a continuation of the second half. So if they can keep that up in the second overtime period,
Hokies will be able to keep that 0-0
indeed
as a final.
And hopefully, if all goes well for them, they may be able to get the result that they want, which is an upset win over the best team in the country. And
that would be a big day today for the Hokies if that is how the game ended. Whoever gets this next goal is going to be the winner of a very, very big game. A very intense and well thought out strategic game from both Clemson Tigers and Virginia Tech Hokies.
And we just had the one shot on goal by Virginia Tech during that period. We also had a yellow handed out to Mayola Kinua, and we will see you back here in just a few short minutes for the second overtime period. We have Enter Sandman playing just before the start of the second overtime here between the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Clemson Tigers.
Both teams huddled up right now, trying to get their players motivated and ready for these last 10 minutes of this second overtime. I think this is going to be a really, really tough situation for both teams.
Yeah, this is going to be an absolutely incredible conclusion to this game, which has seen their fair share of chances for both teams. And
definitely going to get a few substitutions. You can see both players on both teams having some players running around trying to get their feet moving and their blood warm for these last 10 minutes of the game.
And we're about to kick off here.
Hokies setting up, spreading out nicely, same as the Tigers. Hokies fans keeping everyone nice and motivated.
And the whistle blows. Start of the second overtime period.
Ball gets back into Clemson possession. Keeping the ball moving very nicely. Clemson keeping their space and their shapes. Nice movement right now. Leibowitz trying to get the ball, but Clemson moving it around him. Right alongside the box for Clemson Tigers. Hokies moving up alongside the field right now as Clemson goalie about to punt the ball out. This could be another opportunity for the Hokies if they can remain in possession.
And that was a big chance there for Clemson, but unfortunately it was a weak shot off his right foot and carefully and easily collected by Matt Zambetti.
Yeah, Clemson keeping possession right now alongside the left side of the upper forward, trying to give the ball to their forwards to seek an opportunity, but Leibowitz taking away, trying to get that ball into midfield to meet Khalil. Khalil's feet moving very, very quickly right now, running back and forth, trying to find an opportunity in these 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
The Hokies also brought on Leibowitz in for Lennon, hoping to try and get their goal scorers on the field for these final 8 minutes now.
And that will be a call against Clemson. Hokies will have possession and Moyola will be taking the kick. Hokies keeping possession, spreading out the ball nicely, but Clemson applying pressure, trying to get the ball up to the right side of the midfield. Leibowitz trying to give it to number 11.
Clemson throwing now.
Ball moving quickly. Leibowitz trying to get that opportunity, but there will be a foul. Free kick for Clemson Tigers, right above the midfield line. Getting crossed over to the right side of the field, right in front of the Hokies bench. Hokies giving an opportunity for Leibowitz. If he can get this ball right here, trying to pass the ball back to number 31. Hokies having an opportunity. Leibowitz trying to make a crossover. Keeping the ball in bounds. And number 17, Quinn, trying to get an opportunity for the Hokies. Keeping the ball in the field, trying to get a crossover, but it is out. And there will be a goal kick for the Clemson Tigers.
Some absolutely monster moves there by the Hokie forwards. They're trying to get it in for a cross, And while doing so, they made the Clemson defenders look
Moyola
silly.
making some moves right now, trying to get the ball to Moyola. Khalil doing a great job at giving that ball to Leibowitz and then giving the ball back to their midfielders. I think they're doing a great job trying to get a crossover into the box, and it will be a corner kick. This could be a great opportunity right now for the Virginia Tech Hokies to get 1-0. This could be really, really close here, Ishan.
Yeah, this is a big throw right here. And they're gonna look
right
to
into that corner.
They're gonna try and get it into the box directly.
And it's right into the middle of the box. Someone looking for an opportunity. Clemson Tigers getting it out very, very quickly.
That ball looked tantalizing right in front of Leibowitz's face, but unfortunately it was cleared away by a Clemson defender just inches away from him.
Yeah, Hokies remaining possession, trying to get the ball out. Trying to get it back into Clemson territory. And that will be another free kick.
Clemson with 2 big fouls now. Oh, excuse me, that was going to be a foul against Virginia Tech.
They are keeping the ball moving right now. Very slowly trying to apply that pressure, but Hokies aren't really applying much pressure right now against Clemson, trying to allow their midfield to push back up against the field before they apply that pressure, making sure they have some backup support. Leibowitz trying to move very quickly right now, trying to get that ball so that he can give the ball to 17 Quinn. Moyola taking possession of the ball, but it going back to Clemson Tigers, and it will be out.
Yeah, Virginia Tech has been doing a great job. Khalil Dover is going to get subbed out now.
Daniel Starr will be back in the game, trying to get a new opportunity for the Hokies, having some great opportunities for the Hokies to really push themselves and keep that shape for the upper forwards.
Save from a few rare chances and good passes, Clemson has not had much to speak of since, well, halftime, really.
Clemson keeping the ball in possession, trying to get a crossover, and that is a nice ball for Clemson right over the head, and it is in the goal.
And Clemson is going to score and win this with just 3.5 minutes left to play. Heartbreak for the Hokies. Matt Zambetti went up to play the ball. He realized that the ball was going to be played on and headed in by a Clemson forward. He runs backwards and managed to tip it up and stop the initial shot, but it was sitting right there along the goal line. And the goal is going to be scored. We'll see in a moment. But Clemson with a huge goal and a huge victory. Hokies players absolutely distraught on the field, some of them laying down. It was a hard-fought 106 minutes. And Clemson is going to come out on top.
Yeah, they're going to keep the reign right now as ACC champions, #1.
And they just proved why they're the best team in the country. They had been absolutely pressured by the Hokies ever since the half. Hokies getting the best chances ever since halftime in the second half.
Keeping that ruthless pressure,
Yeah.
even to the very last second of the last 3 minutes of the game.
In the first overtime, even in the second overtime, it looked like the Hokies were going to break through. But Clemson is going to score the game-winning goal here in the 107th minute. Would you believe it?
I don't, Ishan. I don't believe it.
Well, what did you think of the game? How Clemson was
overall
resilient.
Game was very intense. It's hard to say when you're coming into a game like this with ranked 21 Hokies and #1 Clemson Tigers. It's hard to tell, especially with first overtime being still 0-0. Second overtime with the last 3 minutes, but they really pushed through Clemson Tigers and kept that pressure, kept those forwards moving, and they just had an opportunity and they took it.
Yeah, it really is a testament to how resilient this Clemson team is. Hardworking. They did the dirty work and managed to find the back of the net at the very end. Fans filing out now. And
Thank you everyone for listening to 3304 Sports.
we got confirmation now. The goalie was scored by Charlie Asensio.
Yeah, amazing goal by Charlie Asensio. Definitely pushed up and kept that pressure, even though it looked like it was going to be right above Matt's head, but he kept fighting.
Regardless, this was an unbelievable game and great entertainment.
Yeah, good job, Ishan.
All right, and we're going to be signing off here from 3304 Sports. Thank you for listening.